getting about 7 eggs a day out of the garage barn, and there's 19 girls in there.
It just kind of stopped laying for the last
yeah, mine lay all through winter.
Light, the amount of sunlight.
It could be sunlight, and the egg laying will probably slow down this week because we've had the overcast skies. Earlier this year, there was 4 or 5 days where we had really gray skies. I'm almost done, honey. We had really, really gray skies, and that will slow down laying too. Exposure to sunlight. Some people, like a lot of commercial egg farmers, will keep the interior of the coop or the barn lit at all times, and this keeps them laying 365 a year. I have the little Christmas lights on the outside here, but it's certainly not enough to make them lay. It's sunlight, and it might be. Are they eating a lot more? Because chickens start to eat a lot more in the wintertime too.
They are.
Yeah.
How do you track? You said she's still laying. How do you track who's laying?
Oh, because she's the first one in the nest in the morning, and I'm usually up around 5 o'clock in the morning out here doing something. And
she make noise because I have a silent layer. So.
Oh, do you have a silent layer? Oh, these girls are incredibly vocal.
Yeah.
I have some of the most social chickens you'll ever meet. So I can't believe how quiet they are right now. They're usually really, really loud.
Michelle, what kind of, can you repeat how many chickens you have total and about how much time daily you spend with them since they're in and doing what? Kind of a day in the life.
I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I come out, and the first thing I do is I check on the 2 brooders, and I change the water and I fill up their feeders. And you'll notice in the feeders that it's the regular crumbles right now in the 2 brooders in the garage. So they're first on the list, and I'll check their water if I'm able 3 times a day and change it. Then I open the door for the garage barn girls so they can come outside, but usually it's still too dark, but it's available for them to come out when they want. And then I come out here and I just check it, because these girls get up a lot earlier than the girls in the garage barn because they get more sunlight sooner. So I'll check on these girls, and I'll check their waterers, and I'll look in the nest. And she's always the first one to greet me at the door. And if she doesn't greet me at the door, I know she's in the nest. So, and I have to fill the feeders about 3 times a week. So I'll do that. And then I go out to the tin shed and I check on their water. I do coop by coop by coop is the way that I do it. I don't collect all the waterers and then put them back, because I try to keep the waterers that are in this coop always in this coop, and the feeders in this coop always in this coop. I don't mix and match feeders and waters from coop to coop. So in the morning, I'm pretty leisurely about it because I like to hang out with them. By 5:45, I'm done with everybody. In this coop, I've got 16 chickens, 15 females, and the rooster. We're playing chase. And the rooster in this coop is a salmon favril. Actually, he's sitting right here. And he's a rare breed, and he was actually given to me as a gift as a chick. So I've raised him from a baby chick, but the salmon favrils do not crow every morning. If you really want to have a rooster, it's the perfect rooster to have. And when they do crow, they kind of sound like an owl. They don't do what you just heard, the It's kind of it's a back of the throat kind of thing, and it's definitely not that. For a long time I thought I had like a little screech owl or a barred owl out here, but it was actually this guy. And he's quieter than the girls when they lay their eggs, but rarely, and I'm really surprised when he does crow, but he rarely crows at all. So if you really want to have a rooster, a beautiful rooster, that's the way to go. This coop over here has 19 females and then the rooster. And that rooster is a well summer rooster, and he's famously known for being on the front of the Kellogg's Corn Flakes box. That's that kind of rooster. But they all grew up together, and she's one of my original 3. and then I added 6 more, and then I added the rest of the lot. So when you mix chickens, that's a tricky thing to do. Mixing, like, when I sell chickens, I try not to sell anybody any less than 2. Because if you're going to mix chickens, you don't want one foreigner going into a flock that's fully established trying to defend herself. It's not good news. I won't do it. So I encourage people to buy 3 chickens because, chickens are social creatures, and if you're just starting out and you buy only 2 chickens and something happens to one of them, then you've got a lone chicken and they will quickly die from loneliness. So I try always to get people to start with 3 chickens just in case something happens to one of them, so they have immediate companionship. And if you're going to try and integrate with another flock and you want to buy just 1 chicken from me, I probably won't do it. Because I want for them to have companionship or a buddy when they go into the, hard reality of a family they didn't start with. So, did that answer your question? Okay, let me just put her back real quick.
She's being patient.
And just on sort of the friendliness of chickens, some chickens are much more willing to be petted and coddled, and other chickens just want to be kind of by themselves. The leghorn chickens are very independent, and they're not really cuddle bugs, brown or white. They just kind of want to do their own thing. Although I have a white leghorn in here, Alfie. She's in process of molt right now, and she's actually really. Where is she? I don't know where she is. She's in there somewhere, but she's actually pretty cuddly. The Australorps, the black Australorps here, super, super cuddly. The Wyandottes will warm up to you over a period of time. It takes about a year, and then they'll want to be petted and so forth. Let's see. Easter eggers, it's hit or miss. I have some Easter eggers that love to be petted and others that are not into it at all. The more time you spend with your chickens, the more open they're going to be to hanging out with you.
So, about how much time a day do you spend,
as much as I possibly can, honestly.
Taking care of your,
Taking care of them?
Yeah.
About 45 minutes for all of these.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's
a day.
pretty much.
When I had just the 3, I could do it in about 10 or 15 minutes because I'm changing the water and checking the feed. And then every once in a while, like either putting in new hay or new wood chips or whatever. So if I just had a few chickens, 15 minutes, half an hour because you want to hang out with them.
What kind is that?
She's a silver lace Wyandotte. Yeah.
They're cuddly or not?
They warm up over time, not right away. No. I call them, when they're not right away, I say independent chickens. Yeah, and there's also golden lace Wyandotte. I have a golden Wyandotte in this other coop here. So, but when you're, I started talking a little bit about combining flocks. If you're combining large number with large number, you kind of do it later in the evening and you throw them all in there, and by the end of the night they'll pretty much have it all. By the time morning comes around, they'll pretty much have it all worked out. But you will see them like flying at each other and like sticking their head and like doing that kind of thing. They're just working out the pecking order. It's really, it happens. Sometimes it's not pretty. And there's actually 2 in the garage barn coop that I had tried to